Hi, this is Marta Pacek, and you're watching the AU review at Canadian Music Week.
Thank you very much for joining us, and welcome to Toronto.
Thank you.
I have a feeling this isn't your first time to Toronto.
No, it's not. It's probably my fifth or sixth time. Yeah.
So how's the city treated you in the past?
Great. I love Toronto. I think it's awesome. I was just talking to somebody downstairs recently, and they just said that they think that Toronto is better to live in than New York. And I can honestly say that I've lived in both, and I prefer Toronto.
I think that makes a lot of sense, except for the weather.
Well, yeah, the weather is sucky. It's really bad. I don't like the weather at all, but, meh.
So where do you base yourself now?
I'm in between a lot of places, actually. Mainly Melbourne and Toronto. They're my two homes.
Yeah.
And then I have lots of other little homes or couches around the world. Yeah.
As the travelling musician should. It means you're doing it right. Well, this seems to be part of a bit of a bigger tour around Canada as well.
Yeah, we've got, I'm releasing my third album. So it's called Voodoo, Dolls and False Alarms. And we're doing the kind of like the Canadian leg of the tour, which finished in Australia in March. So this is kind of like the follow through. So I feel like I've been on the road a long time.
Yeah, the dates seem pretty never ending.
But actually, I got to unpack my suitcase for 2 weeks. Like actually unpack, where my clothes were hanging in a wardrobe. And I was like, so this is what it's like to be a normal person.
That must be nice.
It was nice, yeah.
So Canadian Music Week, you're kind of now back amongst the sort of more industry side of things at this event. Do you approach these sorts of shows a little differently to the rest?
I don't promote them. Because with the other shows you have to kind of promote them and get the word out, whereas I feel like Canadian Music Week and other festivals and conferences, a lot of that stuff's done for you, so it's really just about focusing on your performance and making sure that you get to your gig on time.
Which these things can sometimes be difficult. Especially when you're lugging all the equipment around. What's your band? Are you performing with a band?
You know what? It's rare for me to play with a band nowadays. I used to play with one a lot, but lately I've just really been enjoying playing the songs acoustically and as a duo with my Canadian lead guitarist Frank Corrin. So, yeah, it's really nice to play with less people on stage because you have more control over where you go. With the drummer, you're always restricted to the tempo that they set. Hopefully it's the same tempo at every gig or within the same song. But I like stripping it back and playing it kind of acoustic.
Is that how all your songs are written in the first place?
Exactly. Yeah, it makes me feel more comfortable on stage too because it's kind of like emulating the writing process really. Yeah. Especially I've got a gig tomorrow night downstairs in the lobby, and it's just me and my guitar, and it's at 12:50 a.m. So really it's tomorrow. It's tomorrow morning. No, it's the next day. But I'm looking forward to that because I'm sure it's going to be very rowdy in the bar, and it's just going to be me trying to kind of like emulate that experience of being in my room, which most of my songs are written in my room, or a room, whichever room I happen to be inhabiting at that moment in time. So yeah, I kind of like that. I get stage fright. So when I'm playing solo, I can just kind of pretend that there's no one there. Yeah. It's just me. I'm just writing the song again.
Yeah, fair enough. I mean, have there been exceptions though to that process in terms of songs that have ended up on a record being created in a different space?
No, I don't think I've ever had that experience of a song being created in studio or written in studio. All my songs are usually written well before I get to the studio. I don't have the money to be writing in studio. Are you kidding me?
I mean more of a collaborative process than the location, I guess.
I tend to keep my songwriting to a minimum of one person at a time.
Yeah.
I don't know where I got that habit from, but I just I've never enjoyed that process of just one person. Too many ideas, too many cooks in the kitchen.
Yeah, fair enough.
And I'm pretty clear with what like when I write a song, if I sit down to do a co-writing session, I've usually got a fair idea of like a melody or you know, lyrics and stuff. So I don't know. I don't know what it would be like to record. To write with like 5 different people in the room at the same time. I guess we'd all take different roles. Like there couldn't be 5 people writing lyrics because that would be like you'd never get anything done, would you? You know, it'd be like, oh no, I think that should be an and, not an or. And you'd be like talking about semantics for hours and hours and hours. I don't know.
Keep it simple.
I do. I keep it simple.